Good evening, everybody. We're going to start. People who are late will be late. It's no problem. First of all, I want to announce that we have created a new vector of development of our company. From today, we are starting to make presentation with simultaneous translation, starting with English language. Then we will test different language pairs. We will start translating to third and more languages. This is presentation for our English-speaking partners and for people who understand the English language. This is a new tool of our development, and now we will be able to share the information with our English-speaking partners. The record of this presentation will be available both in Russian and in the English language. The presentation will have two types of slides, bilingual. One slide will be in Russian, the other one will be in English. So every partner who is present in the presentation will be able to read and listen to the language that they understand. I want to thank every participant of this conference, and we can start now. Please give us feedback on the sound and video. How can you hear and see everything? If everything is okay, we can start. Everything good? We can start. The record has been started. Let's go. So today we are presenting our company Sincere.Systems Group, which is a British investment fund. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Alexey Didich. I am a financial analyst and professional investor. I am working in trading starting from 2012. From 2015, I am trading on different markets, in particular on Forex market. I started there. Then 2016, I liked cryptocurrencies and went there, where I got more experience and more advanced financial results. And then due to trading and investment, I started to do financial analytics. I learn what's happening in the world, macro and micro and macro parameters which influence the economy and financial markets. Also, I am a practicing trader, and I am an active investor and active partner, and I am one of the top leaders of the company Sincere.Systems. Today, I am going to speak in details about the company. I'm going to tell you about our beginnings, what we have, and what opportunities the company is providing. The first slide. This is the slide about our development. Many partners who are in their room, who started from the very beginning, can remember the company as the group of investment company, the third step. I started from the very first step. I was lucky enough to be in the group of the first investors who has tested the system on our own money. 1 year ago, in August 2019, Vadim Mashurov and other people who founded the company, we met, and they told us about new interesting technology they have. This is the trading robot created by the American company Didich, which we're going to discuss. I am a practicing trader. I am always very aware in respect of these kind of offers of the algorithms. I understand they exist, but I know how difficult it is, how much it costs, and at first I was not very active to accept the offer, but people know me. They allowed me to look at the accounts, to look at the statistics. I met them several times, and I saw the statistics. The numbers never lie, and I joined the group of investors, and then I was in the private pool starting from September. Then people getting successful history of trading on their money. It is necessary to test the trading with your own money. So from September 2019 we went to the third step. We started the investment company Sincere.Systems. Many of you know about this. You have been in the start of new partners, first investors. This was the third step. This company developed very well. Then we transitioned to the fourth step, which we see on at the present moment. This is the investment fund Sincere.Systems Group, which we are going to present today and discuss all capabilities. First of all, we're going to speak about the legal component. The company is a British company, British fund. It is registered in the United Kingdom, in London. Here you can see the screenshot from the registered company house. You can see the types of activities, the licenses which the company can perform. These are other information technology services, activities of investment trusts, activities of open-ended investment companies, and administration of financial markets. And our company has registered capital in the amount of 5 million British pounds. It was increased when we moved to the stage of investment fund. When you start to launch new directions, the registered capital has to be increased to speak for the good quality of the operation of the company. Now we have the registered capital of 5 million British pounds, which is approximately $6.5 million. This is a very serious factor of reliability. We understand the volume of operations, and the company ensures or shows the serious intentions of their activities on the market. They show their liability against their partners, and it shows that the company has big goals. This is our ecosystem. It is now consists of three directions. First is trading. That is what the company began with, which is now the most important direction and budget filling direction of activities of the company. The second direction is finance ecosystem. This is payment system, which we are going to speak about later in details. And the third direction of activities is pharmaceutical direction, speaking in detail cannabis. Now let's speak in detail about all directions. First is the Sincere.Systems company, which is a part of Sincere.Systems Group. This is the trading tool. It is budget filling component of the group. This is the company which was founded using the technology from the American company Didich. They develop algorithmic trading tools, robots. 2016, when they were testing the technology, they were suspecting where it is going to come, the big scale. They understand the big ambitions. The growth of the company, which we have seen during the last year, it shows good perspective and shows good optimism. If this is the company which does big developments, expensive developments, algorithmic trading, the pure algorithmic trading, which is used by big corporations, banks, and financial companies, they cost a lot of money. You can create any script, it will trade in semi-automatic mode, but it doesn't have the necessary trading links and history. The tool that we are using has a history of 10 years of trading. They have successful cases, successful experience of development of tools. This people from Sincere.Systems have taken tested tool, a technology which was in operation for over 2 years. For now, it has been in operation for over 3 years. It shows positive dynamics and earnings. Our company, has been using this tool for 1 hour, but the tool itself has been working for almost 3 years. Now, since 2019, Sincere.Systems has been using the tools for algorithmic trading, which has been developed by American company Didich. It uses the innovation algorithm of all financial companies and banks. If you look at the partners who are working with the company, you can see big corporations which use the technologies of the company. Among them, you will see the company Sincere.Systems. This is very pleasant. This shows the level, the gigantic level, and it is impressive. Since 21 months of successful work of technology, the technology has been tested and has had positive experience. So after 21 months, Sincere.Systems started using the algorithms for all clients' public pool trading. They used the technology in private pool of investors, tested it. After several months of testing with their own money, which is the best way to test the technology, the company was created, which started to operate in the form that we can see, and we went on to the investment office that we work with. Sincere.Systems has created a global financial ecosystem which will allow each partner to use innovation services to earn on them. One by one, we cannot do much on the market of algorithmic trading because we need resources to create the software, the time, the team of specialists who are able to create this, and the trading experience. They might be engineers who can create the suspension of a car, the motor of a car, but they cannot test how the car works as a pilot, as a driver. If you have seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari, there was a race to create the better car. The mechanics made a good car, but then the driver went into the car and told them what has to be improved. So there must be a link of big brains between traders and software developers. On ourselves, we cannot do it, and on ourselves, one by one, we cannot come to big corporations who develop this big software, even if we have some money. If I write to them, I have $1 million, I am Alexey Didichenko, I want to cooperate with you, but they will probably ignore me because I'm a small scale partner. Even with $1 million, I am too small for them. The mission of the company is to unite us in one united pool, and due to the big size of the pool, we can use the big technologies, big tools on the market to earn like other players on the market. The investment offer of Sincere.Systems, we have the main profile of trading on Forex market. Why Forex? Because this is the most liquid, the market with most liquidity, most stable character. If we look at the raw materials, these are all assets which are linked to a certain currency, dollar, euro, gold. They are subject to economic cycles, growth and busts, and when it's time of a crisis like now, the markets go down, the values go down. Currency is a different story. The currency doesn't bust in relation to other currencies. If we look at the currencies who are linked to strong economy, they dollar, for example, can grow in percentage to euro or then can fall. This is all good for people speculating on the market. I, I can I can say that I am investing into shares, into cryptocurrencies. I cannot say that I am investing into forex. Forex is speculation, but we can invest in the tools or funds or traders who can trade on the market. We are investing in the knowledge in traders. Sincere Systems does speculation. They have the tool which can speculate on the market and gives us, the investors, a certain profitability, monthly profitability. To be precise, 15.5% per month, which is the average interest rate of profit which they gain using their tools. This is the average profitability. We cannot predict what's going to be in the next month. It can be 10 or 35, or it can go into the negative. But if we take the whole history of trading and divide it by the number of months, we will get 15.5. You can have a look at the all records and check. The mission of companies is to unite the investors so that they can touch the market using the tools of global technologies. We can join the public pool starting with an investment of $100. You can give the fund your $100. They are joined to the general pool. It's a unification, a united balance of different investments. They are distributed on the trading accounts of brokers. Brokers are platforms that do trading, and there are companies who cooperate with Sincere.Systems. They connect to accounts of Sincere.Systems, and on those accounts the trading of those technologies is performed, and then they get profit or losses. The average profit for the pool of money that we have is 15.5. We as investors can have a part of a share of this profit in percentage depending on the amount of your investment. Now I'm going to explain how the distribution of profit works. If you are investing from $100 to $500, then you can get 1/2 of the profit that the company makes. If the company makes 15%, then 7.5% of profit you can get to yourself, and the rest, the other half, is the commission fee of the company, because the company arranged this all and managed the investment. If you have submitted from $500 to $1.5 thousand to the company, then your share of profit grows up to 60%. You get 60% from the profit of the company on investment of 15.5, and 40% is the commission fee of the company. If the investment from 1.5 thousand to $5,000, then you get 65% of the profit. Then from 5 to 10,000 you get 70% of the profit. From 10 to $25,000 you get 75% of the profit. If the amount of investment is from $25,000 to $50,000, then you get 80% share of the profit of the company. If your investment that you gave to the company to manage exceeds $50,000, then you can get 85% of the profit. The company in any way gets some commission. The minimum level is 15%. For the company, this means that the company arranges the process of trading. It gives you the possibility to join the trading through the public pool of the company. Every participant, every investor pays a certain commission. Some pay 50%, some pay 30% of the profit. But if we add this all together and divide by the number of investors, then the proportion is 70 to 30. Like 30% of the profit the company keeps for itself. It is interesting for the company to attract new investments, to grow the pool of investors, because it gets 30% of the general profit. They are an intermediary. They have a technology, a tool of trading. They have the pool of investors who are interested in the earnings. For example, I, as trader, am interested in different markets. I understand that investments can give me a certain capital. You people who have joined the room are also interested in investments. You understand that your capital has to work, has to earn new money. It is interesting for us to make new profits. We give our assets to the company to manage, and the profit that has been earned, we get our share of the profit. Some more, some less. This is the business model. The average profit of the company is 30% of the profit that was done in trading. On the next slide, we can see the statistics for the whole use of technology. The statistics of profits. The maximum profit was at the launch 32.25%. I cannot explain why it was so high and now we don't have it. Maybe the algorithm was different, maybe the scripts were different, but me as trader, I can say that I see that how the technology always changes. The summer was quite stable. There was no swinging. The FRS was stamping money. Some fund markets, some have been losing money, but the markets are growing. There were no booms, no busts. The economy has not been swinging. The spread is low. The volatility is low. We have been getting some calm percentage. In spring, it was more movement per day. It could be 3% growth. You can see that sometimes the interest rate is very high, sometimes it's not that high, quite weak. You can see that on the markets nothing is happening now. That technology is self-educating. It is getting improved. People are adding to it, updating it, and we can see that within 3 years it has been working successfully. There can be different technologies. People who don't it's very difficult to understand the principle behind the technology. It's like to explain what's the difference between different types of cars to a person who never saw a car. A person will be asking what is the difference between a Mercedes and a Ferrari, and he will be saying that, well, they have 4 wheels, they have a steering wheel, there are seats. As you understand what is a Mercedes or a different car, you understand the difference, but you cannot explain the technical difference. Well, we can have an algorithm, and I understand how the algorithm is better than the other one. You can understand that there is some statistics, there are some numbers that can be shown. The amount of profit generally floats around 15.5 The statistics is open. You can see it on the main page of the company. You can go to this history of trading. You can look at the bookkeeping records from the start of the trading, where the company shows the history of trading, how they made money or lost money on the trading in real time. As soon as the transaction is closed on the market, it is duplicated in the personal account of the investor. It has a maximum buffer of monetary funds during launch, and with maximum transparency. I have not seen such companies on the market. I have seen companies sending Excel spreads every month. We are showing very good level of transparency. As for indicators of profitability, we have been working less than a year. We have very good statistics. It is superior to many big funds, but we cannot compare us with classic funds which have been working for many years, which have been showing good statistics for big capital. Many know that the life is cyclic. The development of financial markets is cyclic too. Classic investment funds sometimes get a lot of money for their investors. Sometimes they lose money. The less money you lose is the better for the client. Now the funds try to lose the least amount of money. The investment funds don't invest into speculation. We are using speculative tools. These classic investment funds have a lot of money in their operation. They manage a lot of money. For example, the retirement fund of the Netherlands manage $1 trillion. It is not possible to trade on the market. There is a lot of risk connected with trading on this market, and the retired person could lose their money. That's why they invest into different sectors of economy, into the debt liabilities, into to get some minimal but stable profit. They must keep the money, and the profits is the second thing. We are speculative fund. We earn on speculations, but due to our low amount, we have relatively high profits. After we get new directions of development, we get into big economy sectors, the profitability will go down. With time, active trading will go down because we will go into new directions of activities. So the profitability percentage will be going down. But for now, the most capital tool is trading on forex market. And if it's simple interest, when you invest a certain amount of money to the company and then withdraw the profit, so this is investment without addition, then for all the time of 10 months of operation of the fund, the profit for the company has been 100.12%, and you get a half of it. Here we can see the general profitability of the company. As it was said before, the profit share of the investor depends on the amount that he invests in the public pool. If you have invested only $100, you get 50% of the profit, so you get 70% of your investment. 70% of your investment is going to the pocket of the company. if you are investing more, then you get a bigger share of profit, and the company gets the less share. If you use compound interest, that means that the profits get reinvested. The trading goes on. The profits get accumulated. You don't withdraw it. You leave it in the pool of trading, and this way you get the compound interest. For example, you invest $10,000 or $1,000. You get 10% of profit, and next month you get $100 invested, and then the percentage is calculated based on this amount. Next month the amount is bigger, and this way, using compound interest, we get very high profitability. This is the magic of compound interest. If you invest any amount to the company and use compound interest, reinvest your profits, then the profit would be 268%, which is going to be shared with you depending on the amount of your investment. We have looked at how we are earning money using speculation on the forex market, how Sincere.Systems company works. Now we want to look how to withdraw the profits. There are certain conditions. The deposit that you invest in the company is subject to certain conditions. The company makes some money every month, but the company also takes some certain expenses. This is marketing expenses, as the company works within a partnership program, and some money is spent onto the development of the marketing program and partnership program. When a person comes to the company, a different person who was invited by the first person to the company gets a premium. Using this model, the company cannot allow that the investors come and go after a week, for example, because the company will be losing money on this. The company is interested in long-term investment. If you have a need to withdraw the money that you provided to the company, you can do it, but not earlier than 3 months after the initial investment. There are certain expenses of the company. It takes a commission from each dollar earned. 3 months is the period to break even with to cover the initial expenses that the company used to work with your investment. The condition for the withdrawal is payment of the fee on the initial investment of 15%. The company is trading the whole balance. Every day the trading session begins. And on forex market, the trading is from Monday to Friday. No trading on weekend in most countries. So we are trading from Monday to Friday within certain time. When the trading session opens, the robot has 100% of the money. During the day, the robot does some transactions for certain amount of money, does trading. It can go into the transactions for 7%, 10%, and the amount of transactions are considered open. In the moment, they can be positive and negative. There is a certain strategy of trading. If the trading goes in the direction that is necessary, the transaction is closed, or otherwise the stop loss strategy is working. The trading transaction can go into the negative, which can show that we are losing money, but we are losing money only when we are closing the transaction. If the robot has bought something for 7% of the initial deposit, and one investor decides to go out from the pool, withdraw his investment, what does it mean to the company? There are two ways of solving this issue. First, to prohibit the robot to open new transactions and wait until everything is sold that was sold before. It will be done within 1 day or a different time, but it will be a waiting time. It will be impossible to work because we have for example, 1,000 people in the company, so the work will be put on hold. Or we can put these expenses, we can transfer these expenses onto the person who decides to leave the pool. So the company makes the person leaving the pool to pay 15% of the initial investment. This shows the economical stability of the company. If the company has monthly expenses, then it can happen that the company can go bankrupt because people will leave and withdraw money. Here, when we move the expenses on the people who leave, this cash break doesn't happen. We can pay. If a person wants to leave and there are expenses to cover, they are covered by the person leaving. There are no external factors that in a way can take the money out from the company. If you want to withdraw your deposit from the company, so you can do it, but not earlier than 3 months. And after 3 months to 1 year, you have to pay 15% of fine from your initial investment. After 1 year, you don't have to pay this fine because the company has made a certain amount of money on you. So after 1 year, after 12 months, you can withdraw the initial investment without any commissions. The profit that is done from Monday to Friday and is accumulated within 30 days and is available for withdrawal monthly without any commissions. This way, withdrawal of the main deposit and income from deposit work. This was the first direction. The second direction is, which was announced by our co-founders and founders of the company, which this month has to start its activity, is the finance ecosystem Sincere Pay. It is a very interesting product, very interesting direction, which I'm going to cover now. This is a solution developed on the basis of the development of the company. I understand certain things in the history of the company. The company started to develop on the international scale. People from other countries started to invest. They have different payment systems which are not very liquid in other countries, or are not compatible with payment systems that are used by brokers on the market. So the situation was that the money had to be converted from one payment system to another payment system, and money was lost on the commission fees. This was a problem of the company which had to be solved, and after some time it was decided to create their own payment system which is going to be independent. It's an additional product, additional direction of development. This is going to be a business, an additional tool of making money. So the ecosystem Sincere Pay was created. It includes 3 service products: the wallet, multi-currency wallet, both fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies, and perfect money and other payment systems used in different countries. For example, if I understand which payment system are used in the CIS country, but I have no idea what payment systems are used in Asia or in South America. American people are using PayPal. We are not using PayPal that much. So although those payment systems are going to be connected to the multi-currency wallet, it will be replenished using the convenient payment system, and then there will be a decentralized unit of account which will be used within the company. We are creating our own token, our own digital currency, Sincere token, which will be also available in the wallet. A person from Asia would be able to simultaneously change his money in the wallet to Sincere token and work within the company. The interest of profit is given out in Sincere tokens, which can be transferred into any other currencies. This is a very convenient tool, and this all is going to be based on the own blockchain. Blockchain is a bookkeeping bookkeeping ledger that is not subject to alteration. If the chain of transaction has been recorded, it cannot be altered afterwards. This is a very interesting tool which is implemented in the world economy. Every person can look at the history of transactions of you can check everything that has been happening. Now we are going to speak about every product. First of all, it's Sincere token. This is the new approach to digital units of account usage based on blockchain technology. This is going to be used for the ecosystem of Sincere.Systems group. When the system is going to work in full, we are going to get our interest rate of profit. Now we are getting the interest rates in our own currencies, but we are going to get the interest in tokens, which will have a stable exchange rate, stable price. It will be actually stable, but it will be growing in price with a view of very interesting tokenomics. You can store the tokens, or you can exchange them to the currency that is more available for you, and you can withdraw that amount. Then this is your right. Token will be used in all new products of Sincere.Systems groups. It will be used within the wallet when you are going to do some exchange operations. There will be some commission. If you have worked with cryptocurrencies, for example, with Binance exchange, they had BIN token, which was used for trading. If you were trading and not using BNB token, the commission was 0.2% from each transaction. If you were using the token, then the commission was 2 times lower, 0.1%. Through this, the community of this token started growing. The company started to attract new products where the tokens were used. And now BNB token has a very good community. It has grown very much. This was the story. The similar scenario is going to be used for our token. It is going to be the settlement unit used for exchange of currencies. It will be our internal currency, one currency for all, which will be exchanged to any currency that you want, that you can use in your own country. This is characteristics of tokens. I'm not going to go into details. This is more technical information, but if you are interested, you can look. The abbreviation, the reward type, the proof of stake, the base price 0.1 cent. The emission will be limited. It's about the tokenomics of the project. We're going to speak why it is limited. So the token pricing is going to be regulated by software, taking into account different economic indicators of the whole Sincere ecosystem. I will explain how I understand this. The company creates the product, the token, which will be the settlement unit. It will be tied to the capital of the company, to the capitalization of the company. This is the price of the company, which is actually growing as every month the company is making some money. We are trading, and the trading brings most capital to the company. Every month the capital of the company grows. The capital can be assessed according to different parameters, for example, a number of users. There are different indices to assess the status of the company, but here the token pricing is tied to the capital of the company, and this is tied to the profits of the company, and the profits are gained through the trading and through the future directions of development that are going to start. The token is going to have a certain price, stable price, but once per certain periods of time it is going to grow because the capital of the company is going to grow. The tokenomics is very interesting. I have not seen it before. It's very simple but genius. The company is not going to do any pre-emission. When a token is launched, a certain pre-emission of a certain amount of token can happen, and the other amount is going to be mined or somehow earned. But there will be, in this case, there will be no pre-emission. Where the tokens will come from? It is all tied to the blockchain, which is a register, unalterable register. Each token will be emitted only at the moment when you get your interest rate. You invested some amount to the company, and once per month you get the interest from profit, and this interest will be paid to you in tokens. So when the interest is paid, the token will be emitted. Tokens will be coined to you, and then you will decide yourself if you are going to keep them or sell them. The question might be, who is going to want to buy the tokens? The second thing, where the tokens are coming from, the referral premiums or bonuses which are going to be paid by the company. Who is going to buy the tokens? Why is it going to be necessary? In my opinion, if you want to invest into company, you will need tokens too. To get tokens, you will have to buy it on the market from the tokens that were created. If there are no tokens, you are going to make investments using fiat currencies. But why will tokens come from the market? A genius tool has been created. we have additional expenses in the intelligence fee, the commission that a company gets for bringing the money into the pool. These expenses are transferred to the investors. This way we show the independence of our system from outer factors. So if you are using fiat currencies, you are going to pay this 5% of commission. But if you are making the investment in tokens, you are freed from the commission. So everybody who is going to join the company, people are going to search for the tokens to escape paying the commission. So the demand for tokens will be good because people want to save their money, and token will be available for purchase from the market, from the people who got it. This way the demand will be stimulated. Why the pricing will be stable, you can ask, if the demand will be so big. This has been seen by the company. There are certain triggers of stabilization of our system, of our token. First of all, the company will set the exchange rate of acceptance of token. For example, now it's 0.0 cents. If you are investing $1,000, one token has the price of 10 cents. If you are not interested to buy it for the amount more, and it is not good for you to sell it for less. This way the company strengthens the price which is set by the company now. So you either buy for 10 cents. If somebody sells for cheaper, then the demand will gather those cheaper tokens and the price will go up. So everything on the market will grow. And this is the lever which is going to stabilize the pricing policy. Even if 10,000 people want to buy the token, they are not going to buy it for a price bigger, because what are you going to do next? You cannot sell it for cheaper. This is why the token is going to be stable in price. And technology will be developed. It will be used not only within the Sincere.Systems group ecosystem. It will be introduced to other sectors of business. It is very difficult to create the monetary interfaces, and that's why companies are looking for monetary interfaces that are stable and very good. That's why people are ready to pay the commission for using the financial tool, stable and reliable financial tools. So our company providing this tool to different companies is going to get the commission and make profits this way. There will be also a commission for exchange of token into fiat currencies. This will be a separate business, separate full-scale business, which will add profits to the capital of the company to go to the next steps of development of the company. When our community has enough people, a lot of people, we are going to external stock exchanges. We will attract external traders. There will be more volatility there, but it will be regulated somehow, because people trading on the external stock exchanges, they will be using speculative tools, but if they are going to use it in certain system, so let's summarize. Token is technically effective. Token is technically effective due to own blockchain network. The token value is linked to the ecosystem's economics and is regulated by software. Token emission model is limited, which excludes inflation. These are the moments that I try to explain by my own words. Now I'm going to talk about the platform of S-Wallet, which is multifunctional, multi-currency payment system. This is the screenshot how it looks in real life. There is a general trading balance of all wallets, of all amounts that you have. There are different wallets for cryptocurrencies, for fiat currencies. You can use any wallet. This is very convenient tool. This is like a trading terminal. This is a tool that can combine different wallets in one place. If you have different cryptocurrencies, fiat currencies, perfect cash, perfect money, you have a lot of logins and passwords which are stored in different services. You can store this all in one wallet, in S-Wallet, which is much easier. You can send it to different people from one wallet. If you want to exchange currency, you don't need to look for exchange services to change rubles to tenge or to pesos. You can do it within the wallet. You can select the currency that you are selling, select the currency you are buying, and do it within the wallet. This wallet will be implemented on the second phase of development. It will be in 2021. At the same stage, you will be able to order a debit card to use it for payment for different services in real life. This will be tied to the wallet, and you will be able to pay with a card for different services. The money will be withdrawn from your wallet, from your account. This all makes our life easier. You will get access to more than 20 cryptocurrencies, stable coins, and fiat payment systems. Other stable coins, you have a general balance for every currency. You can make exchange operations. You can send and receive funds. You can see the history of transactions. Everything is very informative and convenient. You can make transactions, send and receive currency in real time. You can conduct secure exchange transactions in one place and in all available directions. You can make any kinds of payments using the S-Wallet debit card for services, which I have been speaking about before. The advantages of S-Wallet is functionality. You can buy, store, convert currencies in one place. Security. Each account in the payment system has 3 levels of security. Speed. Any operations within the payment system are performed instantly. Convenience. The usage is simple. There is no need to download anything on your device. Everything is very convenient. The first stage of S-Wallet will be implemented in browser. In future, there will be an application which you will be used on your mobile device. The third thing is S-Blockchain is private blockchain of new generation, which is intended to ensure transparency, security, high productivity, and low transaction costs at all stages of cooperation with the ecosystem. These are characteristics of blockchain. This is technical information. People who understand this can look at it. For most people, it's just numbers. And these are options of use of technology. This is not only for their own use. It is interesting when other people can use the blockchain. First of all, issuance of decentralized currency supported by domestic economy and regulated by software. Other people using the S blockchain can issue their own tokens their own currencies within their system, like it is done with Ethereum. They have their own blockchain, and you can create your token like an account in the social network. You can create it, the token, name it, give it a name, use it everywhere for your business. It can be used for digital assets, for real estate, for precious metals, shares, intellectual property, property rights. This is an interesting direction of development. Tokenization is very widespread. If there is an item of real estate, it is difficult to sell it as a whole, but if you divide the amount by tokens, you can sell it by shares, and you can speculate with it, buy cheaper, sell for more. You can see more info, go into the websites using the links or the QR codes. You can take your phone, turn on the camera, and go onto the website using the QR code. You can go to the S-Wallet using this too. Now we are going to the third direction of development, which has not yet started. We are planning to start this. Sincere.Systems trading is already working and is bringing profit. The payment system is ready and is going to launch, is being implemented. Within days it's going to be launched. The medical cannabis direction is just forming. Special specialists in the company are researching the market in the USA. There are several cases which bring a lot of profit. The market is researched now to launch it within the fund, to start venture investments into cannabis. Now we're going to look through it. I'm going to read this information. This is about cannabis. Sincere.Systems Group is going to carry out a project on medical cannabis cultivation on 2,000 square meters in enclosed space in soil with use of computer-assisted climate regulating and lighting systems. This computer operating is operated by CMC. It is the project developer's know-how. Now we have held all the necessary preliminary work and research, and we have preliminary working project on medical cannabis cultivation, detailed business plan, fundamentally selected staff, agreement on premises for carrying out the performance, agreement on product distribution, agreement with the license, the government bodies granting the license on cultivation. This is the plan developed for future. The company is our company is a company of deeds. There are companies of words. There are people and companies who make big announcements and then start to work. Here is a different story. We are creating the product and we are attracting money after the product is done. This is going to be a venture investment direction. It is all starting with big research that has already been performed. A big volume of work has been done in several areas. The volume of work has been significantly bigger. This is a very interesting direction of development which needs very close attention to the market, to the calculation of the market. This is big game. This is not speculation. This is big business, a real business which has a big potential of capitalization. If you have looked at the cannabis market, you have seen the boom in the cannabis market. And why? Because for many years cannabis was forbidden. Now the market is opening and people can use cannabis not only for recreational purposes, not only for smoking. No, it is opening a whole new level of world economy is opened, and people who have been producing cosmetics, biological additives, they can use cannabis to create new types of products products. This is going to be allowed now, and to understand the volume is very important, as it was forbidden for many years, and the market was in the shadow. Now it's opening, it's going into the light, it's going to be legalized. The market size, the global world cannabis market, both regulated and illegal, is estimated in 340 billion of US dollars. Despite extensive global restriction, more than 263 million people worldwide consume cannabis annually. More than 50 countries worldwide have legalized some forms of medical cannabis. Also, 6 countries have legalized recreational use of cannabis by adults. We can see how the cannabis use is distributed in the world between continents. The biggest share is Asia, $132 billion, then North America, $85 billion, then Europe, $68 billion, Africa, and then Latin America, 37 and 9 and $10 billion respectively. Mostly the market is gray, is in the shadow. A part of the market now is being filled by legal economy. In the past, it was done in the cellars, underground, clandestine. Now the business is going into the legal territory. The demand is very big now, because whole markets, whole industries are ready to use cannabidiol, and the supply is low because nobody has been growing cannabis. The agricultural sector of cannabis has not been developed. It is growing. It is starting to grow just now, and everybody now needs raw material for their future products. And the companies who start to work with it now, they have a big potential to grow. Full cycle: cultivation, processing, biological additives, pharmaceuticals, own drugstores, medical cannabis. The company wants to implement full cycle of use of medical cannabis. First of all, this will be cultivation and processing. In future, it will be own products and own distribution places. I now have some acquaintances in the United States who have moved there a long time ago, and people have created cannabis empires. They have been growing, processing cannabis. They have a network of drugstores. They have their own devices. This is a big cycle, a full cycle, and it requires a lot of capital because this is big investment. The plan of company for the future investment: the company registration in Portugal, approval of the cultivation project linked to location and particular premises, obtaining the license on processing and cultivation of cultivating the cannabis high in THC, tetrahydrocannabidiol, and selling the product at European market, in the USA, Canada, and Australia, and dry weight distribution to pharmaceutical companies for further processing. Cultivation distribution to drugstore chains in Portugal, in Europe, US, and Canada. Profitability calculations have been done. They are not precise. Medical cannabis cultivation on 2,000 square meters area allows to get 3 harvests a year, which will make the project very attractive from the financial perspective. The general annual income will amount to approximately 6.5 million euros. All the project calculations were made having regard to all amortization and loss coefficients and factors considered in tobacco industry. The project calculations were made with 30% tax rate included. The research has been extensive. The work volume has been very big, and a lot of work is going to be done because there are some nuances and details which have to be accounted for, and the company is working on the business plan, and in the future plans we have the launch of the first pool of investors. This will be all in the pool. We will build the first greenhouse, which will cost a certain amount of money, and we as participants of the fund will have a certain share of the fund. They will cost a lot more than trading in Sincere Systems. I do not want to voice the amounts, but it will be long-term investments. We will be able to participate in the long-term investment. We will be able to claim a share of this business, and we will be sharing the profit according to the percentage share, according to the capitalization. This is a different history of business, a different plane of development. Small businesses make more money because they make products, sell business. Big companies are assessed with view of capitalization. Today I have seen a screenshot from Forbes that top 10 billionaires have been richer by a certain amount of money, but it's not that they have become richer because they have earned like $10 billion. It's not because they sold goods for $10 billion. This is assessment of his capital. Jeff Bezos owns a big share of his company Amazon. There is a stock exchange. The Amazon company is growing. Capitalization is growing. The capitalization is growing by a certain share of percentage. Jeff Bezos could sell his share and get the cash. These statistics does not mean that he earned or lost $6 or $7 billion. This is all about capitalization of the company. We are going to launch IPO. This is open for the cannabis market. We can look at the boom of 2018, how the companies have grown by 20 times, 30 times, and 100 times. This is very impressive. We have made a research. Some investment brokers estimated value of project of medical cannabis and our company, according to this estimation, will cost over 50 million euro. And when the company has created the whole infrastructure, the expected company capitalization while launching IPO will be within 100 million euros. This is according to our expectations. In practice, it will be better or worse, but for this, we are now researching the market. This development direction will take place. Let's remember that we have two directions that are already working. This is trading and payment systems. This is about capitalization. This is the top 10 companies in cannabis market. You can see the capitalizations amount on the market. First of all, this is Aurora Cannabis, which costs over $10 billion. They have been on the market for a long time. The smallest company on the market in the top 10 costs $1.2 billion. So the market is growing, and we can become part of this interesting and growing market in case that the company implements the big business strategy successfully. I am sure that it will be very successful. They have good background. There are good experience in the trading. There is the good wallet and payment systems, and I'm sure that this direction will be implemented with good success within the closest time. The next thing, if you are investing actively and working actively, you can also earn money. If you are just investing, you can get your from 7 to to more percent of the profit of the company. You can use this investment to manage your monetary assets. In the future, we're going to invest in other markets, but this is all connected to the partnership bonus programs, according to which there are payments for active people who wants to earn money not through their own investments of their own capital, but to incentivize attraction of new people into the pool of investors. Now we're going to look at this partnership program. Every person who is a partner of the company and who has joined the pool joins the marketing plan of the company. You can be a passive investor, you can do nothing, but anyway, you are in the marketing plan. If you want to do something actively, if you look only at Sincere.Systems trading, if you bring additional investments, additional people who want to join the trading pool and want to make money together with the company is going to pay 5% of their investment for the people attracted to the pool. You are going to get it one time. In case you attract a specific amount of investments within your team, within the pool of people that you attracted, when the attracted investment amount reaches $3,000, you get 7% of this attracted investment. So you get 7% of the new attracted investment if the investment increases up to $3,000. Then the work continues. When you reach the amount of attracted investments of $10,000, you get 9% of that investment. When you reach the attracted investment amount of $25,000, which is the first premium rank, in addition to the interest of the investment of 10.5 from the investment, you get a bonus, a one-time bonus amounting to $1,000. So you are you are rewarded for the volume of work that you have done. The company understands that you have done some work, certain work, that you work actively on promotion of company, and then it gets even more interesting. When you reach the amount of investment attracted of $50,000, the percentage, the interest you get is 12%, and you get a bonus, a bigger bonus of $2,000. And it goes on, and the maximum bonus is $1 million. And in addition to the possibility to earn money on the invitations that you send to your acquaintances, you can also earn money on the recommendation of your network to your partners. How does it work? For example, you have made a certain volume of work, you get the incentive of 10.5%, and you have attracted a person who is working on the level of 7% incentive of promotion, and that person makes an investment. They attract a person who makes an investment of $1,000. The person that you recommended gets 7% incentive, and you get the difference between your incentive percentage and his incentive percentage. So you get 3.5% of profit of the investment which was attracted by the person who you invited. And so on. If the person you invited gets 9%, you get the difference. You get 1.2, and so on, according to the different levels of activity of work within your team. This all is accumulated and increases your rank, so you get payments according to your activity, promotional activity, and you earn money on the activity of your attracted network. You get the difference between the incentive percentage between you and the people you directly invited. So this allows you to work according to this speed of work that you prefer. You can reach a certain level, you get a certain amount of incentive. This is how the marketing works. Our partners have already seen how profitable, how interesting this is, and all the partner funds withdrawal is available in the regime of 24/7. So everything you make on promotion, you can withdraw 7 days a week. There are also very interesting automotive programs. There are records on YouTube about this. I'm going to speak in short about this. This is for people. There is a practice of leasing of getting the cars in leasing, because people do not understand why they need to pay $50,000 for a new car and then sell it for $30,000. It is easier to pay, for example, $500, and the rest of the whole amount you can invest, and the profit you can use to pay for the car. So leasing platforms are very popular in Europe and the States. In the CIS countries, the mentality is different. People are accustomed to be in an owner of a car. I, for example, have bought a car in 2016. In 2 years, I have sold and lost 20% of the price. So, when you buy a new car, you only lose money on this car when you are trying to resell it. This is a big amount of money which you can actually accumulate and invest somewhere and use the interest rate to pay for the leasing. There is a demand for this service. Our company understands that the demand is there, and the automotive program has been launched in the company in Russia, Germany, Czech Republic, and Estonia. There is a certain agreement with certain dealers in these countries, with Sincere.Systems company. A person can make a deposit in Sincere.Systems, and the profit is paid that Sincere.Systems makes is paid not to you but to the dealer. So you can get a car in leasing, and your money is working in the trading market, and the interest rate that you earn is used to pay the leasing interest. When you are tired of your car, you can return it, change it for a different car, add some money, or do whatever, and this is a very convenient tool. A lot of partners have used it, and you can see in the history that many partners of our companies are very satisfied with this service. It is going to develop and spread in the countries where it has been launched. We are employing over 75 people in the company. They are developing different products. We are working on our payment system. We are doing the trading. The platform needs a lot of people employed. There are representatives which are going to be opened in Kazakhstan. Our Kazakhstan partners have already sent the photos of their representation offices. The representation offices will be opened in Russia, in Belarus, and in other different countries. We have over 3,500 investors from more than 50 countries of the world. This is people who have invested, who have joined our total investment pool. We are growing, and this is very pleasant. Our achievements in the partnership programs, you can see the number of people who have earned different ranks in the partnership programs. This is people from different countries, very diverse countries. The diversification is growing in the world. First, it was in the CIS countries, in Russia, Kazakhstan. Now it's spreading to Asia, to India, to Europe, and the company is spreading big time. We have 185 of partners of level 2, 97 partners of level 3, 35 partners of level 4 that have made the turnover of investment of $25,000, 27 partners of level 5. They have attracted investment of $50,000 and they got $2,000 bonuses. 30 partners, active partners, that have made the turnover of additional investment of $100. There are 4 partners of level 7. They have created turnover of over $500,000. They got the I am one of them, and I got the bonuses. I can confirm that I got the bonuses from the company of $20,000, which is pleasant and can be felt in your pocket. And there are 2 partners of level 8. They have created a turnover of additional investment of over $1 million, and they got a bonus of $50,000. A partner of level 9 is going to come very soon, and he's going to get $100,000 bonus from the company. This is very pleasant that our partnership program is growing. So I invite you all to become investor of our company if you are not yet, and check the marketing plan of our company and join our development. The profit and the possibilities on the open market with good profitability, this is very attractive offer. We are using the tool that has been tested by tens and hundreds of partners. We are developing, we are going on, and with this slide I'm going to finish my webinar, my presentation. This has been the first presentation with translation into the English language, but it has not been the last one. Other languages will follow. I wish you successful investments with a reliable partner, and that is Sincere.Systems Group. And thank you very much for joining us during our first debut webinar. Thank you all. Goodbye.